All right, hey everybody. So April has been kicking my butt. I'm exhausted, but I got a lot of videos I'm behind on, so I wanted to just get going. I've had this very nondescript box sent to me. I know what's in it, but you do too, because you see a thumbnail. Picked more of these up off of eBay. They're the one-coin figures, so obviously they come from Japan. I got a pretty good deal on this lot. It was... I forget the price, but it came out to about $22 a figure, which for these is actually a very good deal. I've said before, if you haven't watched any of my older videos on these figures, I'm actually they're very small, which you're going to see in a second, but I feel like they're very good quality. The paint job is on them is good. The design, the molding, there's not like, anything wrong. They're very high quality, but they're very expensive normally. So it takes a long time. They're all in one little spot here. I keep searching to find good deals. I just don't want to spend a lot of money, more than $30. Even 30, I feel is it's really pushing it for these. There's so many of them, and as much as I would like to collect them all, I just don't want to spend a ton of money. So this lot came out to roughly about $22 a figure, which is just a phenomenal price. And all 7 of them are ones I don't have. So even better, because I want to get as many of them as possible. Okay, so here they go. They actually included one of the boxes that's flattened down. That's pretty cool. So they are called one coin. And even though I've bought quite a few of them now, I don't really know much about one coin. I just know it's Japanese. As far as I can tell, except for some of the larger scale, like Persona demons that you summon, these are like one of your only options to get figures of the demons. So yeah, I've been starting to pick them up. Here we go with King Frost. So yeah, this is like, as you can tell, they're not big, but they're really well done. Like even the shading on the cloak and stuff, I mean, it's great. And it's got all the little Jack Frost heads at the bottom. It's fantastic. And I do actually appreciate that all of them come with these little stands, because you can play these games a million times and you're going to start to forget some of their names. It's just going to happen. But yeah, very cool to pick these up. I'm a very big fan of them. I really enjoy having them all. Here's Rafel. It's got the little stand. These, I think, must be all brand new. I didn't pay that much attention. I just saw the price for the lot was pretty good. So if you guys are thinking about starting to pick these up, I would suggest looking at the lots. I always go to lowest price, and some of the more common ones, I think you can still find for, a relatively good price, including shipping. You might be able to find them $20 to $25, but eventually you're going to have to start going the lot route. Wow, okay. Just because I feel like you can get a better deal. A lot of them have also, too, the best offer. And even though they say that, they won't entertain, a reasonable price. Just skip it. Just keep waiting. Eventually, some of them you're going to find for a really good deal. Somebody wants to get rid of them. So here's Raphael. His wings suck. That is one of the downfall of some of these, is that they do have some insert pieces, and they're usually a little finicky. Lucifer especially is really bad. So what I do is usually take a little tiny drop of super glue on a Q-tip or a tip of a needle, or just something like a really small, like a handset screw or something, put it in the slots and stick the piece, the wings, or sometimes it's a sword or something like that, just to get them to stick better. I'm never going to take them apart, so I don't mind putting super glue in there. You could also use hot glue gun if you want something that you could pull out later. The only problem is then you're going to get a little bit of hot glue on the outside. It all depends on what you want, but yeah, he looks cool. I love his hair. These figures really are quite impressive for the scale. They're just really well done. I really can't say enough about them. If you're a huge fan of SMT and Persona like I am, these are really fun to collect and to have. Oh my god, I dropped the sword. There we go, sorry. So I don't get this one because the Oh, maybe the sword has to go up. There we go. I figured it out because I'm super smart. Super smart. Yeah, so he's even got the sword. Yeah, this is a pretty cool one. All right, that's 2 of them. I don't. These are all open because they're in like the little Ziploc style baggies. So I don't know what's going on with this lot, but they're all complete and they all have the name tags and everything. Name tags, little standees. So they just must have been open and searched through for whoever wanted, you know, to get the complete set or not duplicates. This is Parvati. Here's another little stand. I've always displayed these too. I'll show you guys a picture of the whole display on the top, but I love putting the little stands with them too. I just make it, it feels like more like, I don't even know what the right word is, like a museum piece or something. Oh, I think this broke. So yeah, okay, here we go, guys. Here's an example of something we're gonna have to take care of. And not the greatest figure, because here's one of the downsides of these. Some of the stands, as you can see on this, are super small, that they just, they're too top heavy and they don't stay upright. So I usually take a small black stand, little piece of like compressed wood or something, even if I have to paint it black, and then I will do a dollop of, I always think a dollop of Daisy, a dollop of like hot glue gun on the base and stick it on there so that it has a wider base to hold these up. But some of them do have little delicate pieces, so I don't know if you can tell, but the hand is supposed to be holding, I got her to stand up, this little tiny rose right here, and it's a very thin piece. So yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to use a hot glue gun, and it will show. Does that super bother me? No, not really. It'll still be complete. And as you're looking at the whole collection, nobody's really going to notice. But if you're like a hardcore, like, oh, everything has to be pristine and perfect, you might not like that as much. Totally understandable. That just all depends on what you like. But I've had a couple where I've had to, they have smaller pieces where I've had to modify it, glue it in some way to get it to stay together. That's just part of what, you know, what you have to, I guess, deal with or sacrifice with these figures. I'm not sure how you'd want to put it. All right, lots of little pieces on this guy again. Here's Yoshi, Sume. I don't, probably gonna say it wrong. But let me try to get this guy together. No, once again, like he's got like this whirlwind. A lot of the bases, they try to make it look like an effect from the what it would be in the games. Oh, actually, both of his feet key in here, so maybe it will be a little more stable. Yeah, it doesn't want to fit, of course. So once again, I might have to put just like a little touch of glue to help hold it in. And then he actually has a second sheath for a katana, which I don't see a little keyhole for. Why don't I see it? Oh, here it is, all the way hidden on his belt over here. Let me see if I can get it in. Oh my god, it's so small. Oh, now his other one came out. That's perfect. So yeah, both they made some of these parts so small. I mean, in terms of detail, it's great, but they're just very fragile. You have to be careful with them. So there's him once again. He looks super awesome. It's just these figures. Okay, I put it down. He actually stands pretty well. The center of gravity on this one, despite the pose, look at that, it's actually pretty good. But some of them are very touchy. All right, got 3 more. This is one I've seen as a lot of people sell as an individual. And I've gotten close to picking it up, but it's just always like a little more money than I want to spend. Usually I can't find it, like, it's like right at that price where it's like getting close to being tempting, but it's not quite there. It's like, it'll be like $30. And I'm like, I don't want to spend 30 or 35, whatever. I want to find it for, you know, a good price. This guy's weird. So I had to actually key in the second like cloud piece and stick his foot in that piece in the cloud. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I always forget his name. Hanuman. Very cool. he does look great. I mean, look at that. There's a lot of detail with the tail. And the paints are usually pretty good. The faces always get like a little, you know, more muddied and everything. But, I mean, just like the detail on these figures for being, what, like 3 inches tall is just pretty darn good. So, yeah, that's awesome. 2 more. This is one of the ones I was actually surprised to see in the lot. For whatever reason, this one's usually, people want like $50 for it individually. But once again, to get it as part of the group for about $22.20 or something like a piece, it was pretty good. It's Carabas. There's the little nameplate. And yeah, he's complete and he already stands on his own. There's no special base for him. It's just him. And he just sits perfect, like all 4 legs. He's quadruped, and I love it because he just sits, you know, on his own. And look how good, I mean, it's just so nice. I don't know if I'm blocking that, but yeah, the detail on the muscles, everything. Some of these are just really well done. I really appreciate that. And then the last one is another one that will be nice to display because it won't be hard to balance. It's Lamia or Lamia. I don't even know why I keep showing the plates because I know you guys can't see the detail, the letters. But they're nice little plates. It's a nice little add-on. So this one's just 2 parts. It's just her and the extension of the tail. Very long tail on this one. Let me just make sure I'm keying it in right. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's awesome. Oh my God. Very long tail on this figure. And she just is going to sit on the ground like that. Actually, the paint on this, on the face and stuff, is pretty good. Oh, she's... what's the term? SFW? Has no top on. So yeah, we'll cover that up. But yeah, the paint on the face is pretty good. You gotta respect that paint on the tail. Even underneath, it's very nice. Like with there's like actual gradation between the like top and bottom with the scales. Very cool. So yeah, guys, a lot more of these. I'm gonna show you a picture of them up close, and I'll also show you the shelf they're gonna go on is gonna change because I've got Thanatos in the middle. That was the first like big scale figure I got of a demon, and I just need the space on that top shelf. I want as many demons as possible. So he's going to get moved to a shelf with Arson and Loki and some other scale demons I have. And that top shelf is going to be all just small scale persona or demon figures, as many as I can get on there. So very happy to have add all these. I will honestly say there's certainly downfall to this collection. There's things that aren't great or perfect, but as a whole, I highly recommend them. Especially to any, well, I don't see why you would get it if you weren't, but to all the SMT Persona fans, these are a great collection. You know, much more affordable to collect slowly over time compared to scale figures if you're on a budget. They're very nice figures. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to just show you some up close of the ones I picked up today, and then I'll show you the shelf. And then eventually when that changes, I'll keep adding on, and you'll see that down the line. So if you want to see that and you haven't subscribed already, please do. Otherwise, thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys later.